Well, who would ever think ice hockey would be a big draw in hot and humid Evansville, Indiana? Who would believe that? Well, I'm a believer. It is. The Evansville Icemen have proven that, of course. Now a new junior hockey team is ready to lace up the skates and hit the ice. Joining me tonight is Terry Ficorelli, who has called thousands of hockey games in his career. He is Vice President of Broadcasting Media with the new Evansville Thunderbolts. And Terry, thanks a lot for joining us tonight. I'll call you Fic.
Absolutely.
Like so many
good to
do.
be with you, Brad. Thank you.
Thank you very much for coming out. Tell me exactly, first of all, what is Junior League hockey?
This is elite junior league hockey played by 17 to 20-year-olds. And these are players that really need better competition than just playing in high school. These are players that are looking for the exposure to gain college scholarships to play hockey, and some of them will actually be drafted by National Hockey League teams.
So we could see perhaps a future Bobby Orr.
Absolutely. With Patrick Kane for the Chicago Blackhawks played in this league. There's Paul Stastny, who plays for the Blues. He also started in this league as well. So it's a spawning ground for potential professional talent.
And very young talent here. These are 17 to 20-year-olds,
right.
You tell me. So these are young guys who just have big dreams, and it could all start right here in Evansville.
Absolutely.
And a lot of these young players are not from Evansville. You're bringing them in. We do have, you said, a handful of local.
Right, we have 3 local players, John Grimm, Bryson Lindenberg. Those are 2 of them right there. We have 3 altogether. The other one is Brandon Bornkamp. These are players that we brought in, and these are players that are local here in Evansville. And Zach Faith is another one. And we'll have some Indiana players. We've also signed the state of Indiana high school scoring champion. We'll also import some players from other parts of the country. There'll be a few Canadian players on this team as well.
And these will be very, very young talent. And the question is, you just can't throw a hockey team together like this. How long has this been in the making?
Well, Total Package Hockey, TPH, is really at Squander Ice Arena with a great presence, and what they have done is taken over the hockey operations for the EYHA. They started their first hockey team in this league in Decatur, Alabama last season, the Point Mallard Ducks, and now they've ventured into a second team. That one was so successful. Mark Cody, the former Iceman player, is very intricately involved, and he was the one who sold Total Package Hockey on bringing this elite junior team to Evansville to play at Swander Arena under the moniker of the Thunderbolts.
And you're going to be calling these games. It's kind of like a sense of deja vu. You're heading back to Swander Ice Arena out there on the east side, and that's where the home games will be.
Right. There'll be 22 home games, all at Swander Ice Arena. That'll be the home ice. 9 Friday nights, 11 Saturday nights, 2 Sunday matinees, 2 Sunday 1 o'clock matinees. So it's a schedule that's very attractive for the family. Ticket prices are very reasonable. Season tickets are $70 for 22 games. If you want to just buy a ticket and see a game, it's $5.
$5. And that first home game, I got your schedule right here. What, the 18th of September?
September 18th, right.
And this will be the first chance that people can have a chance to look at this young talent. With that being said, I remember during the announcement of the Thunderbolts in Evansville, you had some representatives from the Icemen there. So that leads me to the question of, can the city basically have 2 hockey teams that can coexist?
I think so. I think it's probably because of the success of the Icemen, Brad, that the Thunderbolts have been born. And I think that probably the 2 can coexist. You know, we're just looking for our little sliver of the pie. You know, I don't think there's really going to be the competition there. There'll be some crossover, but the dates are staggered enough that fans can attend Iceman games and also attend Thunderbolts games, and we're seeing that already. A lot of the season ticket holders from the Thunderbolts have season tickets to the Iceman as well.
Vic, I think it's safe to say you love hockey because this is more than 40 years that you have been doing play-by-play.
Started when I was a teenager. Calling games at Michigan State.
And you're, what, 2 shy of 3,500?
Right, 34.98.
That's a lot of, he scores.
It is.
Okay, and what got you hooked on hockey?
When I was a kid growing up in Detroit, Brad, my dad took me to a hockey game when I was just a little kid. And I went to the Olympia Stadium to watch the Detroit Red Wings play. And I thought it was the coolest thing I'd ever seen in my life at that young and tender age. And I had an opportunity to watch the great Gordie Howe. And I grew up watching Bobby Hull for the Blackhawks and Bobby Orr.
And they
for the
didn't wear
Bruins.
helmets.
And none of them wore helmets, and the goalies didn't wear masks. And that's
and
how
they still
it all started.
they got into fights, right?
And they did. And when the goalie was injured and had to go off the ice for medical repairs, for stitches, they just delayed the game until he was ready to come back on the ice after being stitched up. But that was the year I grew up in, and that's what really turned me on to hockey. And Brad, I've surprised myself. After all these years, I have just as much love and passion for the game and broadcasting the game as I did with my first broadcast as a teenager at Michigan State.
Well, Terry Ficorelli, thank you so much. Best of luck on this new venture, and the first home game at Swander Ice Arena will be on September 18th.
Right.
It'll be kind of pretty cool to see this young talent, you know, how they operate out there, and the scoring and just the intensity of all that.
It's exciting that you're going to see a lot of energy, a lot of intensity, and that you're going to see a very fast, up-tempo brand of hockey from these guys.
Not one but 2 hockey teams now in the city of Evansville. Who would have ever thought that? So, all right. Terry, thank you very much for being with us. And congratulations on a new venture.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.